Hello and welcome back to the finishing line for episode 9 of the Ante-Post series. And there's a little bit of a different setup for today. As you are probably aware already, Dave is going to be away for a few weeks. So
I thought Dave was out to getting his hair transplant.
I couldn't wait to say
it. Someone's got to keep the chaos in line, lads, and unfortunately you've got me. So how are we all doing then? Andrew, how's things?
I am fucking freezing, but I'm good. Besides that, this studio is very cold.
I could tell with the jacket on. You've got to put your heating on, I think, about an hour before you go into the room.
David killed me for electricity bill, but harm. He's loaded.
Sean, how you doing, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, good. Kicking off not too far now to Cheltenham. What's it, 2 months away now? Dublin Racing Festival in less than a month. It's good times.
And Tom, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm just not getting used to this. I'm just looking up here and I've got Dave with hair and a ginger beard. And Andrew has got some kind of Giuseppe from EastEnders.
You like it? I go with it. It's not going in here yet. I'm going for the Tom Rain look.
You've got to roll with it for a few episodes, Andrew, and then it'll start looking normal then, won't it? You know?
I like it. It's great from here down. It's kind of
nice. It's fashionable, isn't
it? It's kind of brown and gingery here.
Yeah. Everyone's got a ginger beard, really, except for Tom, of course. You know, like.
Great.
Anyway, then, lads. So we are about 9 weeks away now from the Cheltenham Festival. As mentioned, episode 9 for the Ante-Post series. Time to add some more selections to the book. Who should we start off with then? Let's go with the boss, shall we? Andrew, who have you got for us for this
He knows who the boss is. I am going Troy and Fardle. I'm going against Dave. I'm going for Stormheart. Willie Mullins, Jigginstown. 7-1 currently, best price. Now, this horse ran at Punchestown, and what I liked about it was the way he jumped. He got in trouble. He got out of trouble. He's had to get used to the hustling and bustling, and his jumping is miles better than that Bartlett Road fella. His engine will get him out of trouble and whatnot, but to show the little grin on his face.
I just know that Dave is currently smashing up his house wherever he is when he hears this.
It's true. I had this conversation with him about it. Look, Bartlett Road's jumping is horrific. There's no two ways about it. And if there's proper... Well, you're best friends with the trainer, so you don't have any. You're just like it's like any horse that's related to Emily Pimlico horses. Tom's next good thing. You have no say in this. Look, he's quite experienced already. He's done 5 runs on the flat in France. What he done then on the home turn of Punchestown was unbelievable. With 22 lengths between himself and the second within a furlong and a half, and it was just amazing. He's going to come on again first. Obviously, it was the first run of the season. It's the whole after being in trouble part that I liked. He jumped into the back of horses. He got brought back a bit. Paul was patient on him, took him out, brought him through the pack again, and then when he pushed the button, it was acceleration like I've never seen before from a juvenile like that. It's a wide open race. I think he's going to run. He'll run in the DRF next time. And look, there's horses around as well, like Sean's one, Bunting, Sergino. I think the Triumph might come a bit too early for him. His jumping wouldn't fill me with any confidence right now. He's fit. When he does meet me, he's up in the air a long time, and he's kind of finding out how to sort his feet out. This fellow is very professional with his horses. Bunting probably would be the one I'd be looking out for. He had a canter around Cork. He looks very good. But I just like what this fellow's had to experience already with the hustle, bustle, and everything else to go with it. DRF will sort him out. I want to get him in before he runs on DRF, because if he runs on DRF and he wins nicely, he's going to be up there 3-1, 11-4 favourite. So Stormheart for the Triumph Hurdle. I think he's a very, very good horse. He'd be good this season. What he does next season, we don't know. As Dave said, you just need to be good this season to win the Triumph Hurdle.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely probably the value selection of the front pair. I'm with you there, Andrew, as well, regarding Bartlett Road. He is a son of Muhara, who's the same as A Dream to Share. Obviously, everyone was talking about how they can't jump. I definitely have a big worry about Bartlett Road travelling around Cheltenham, jumping fast, jumping slick, because one mistake, he's probably going to be out of the race, if you ask me. So Stormheart for Andrew.
I can't see Bartlett Road winning a Triumph Hurdle if he jumps like that. I don't care how fast you are. There's going to be horses that are on kind similar par, a few pounds below, going into that. And if you make them mistakes, the horses that are in and around the same ability as you, you're not winning.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with it, are you? That's the thing, especially when you've got some stronger travelling Irish horses coming over to take them on as well. So, Stormheart for Andrew at 7-1. Sean, who have you got for your next selection?
Yeah, my 9th selection is going to come in the National Hunt Chase, and it's going to be Nick Rockett at 14-1, trained by Willie. Look, this lad, I went and had a good look at this race. Now, I wanted to have a shot at it because I feel like there's good prices there that could collapse soon. And look, he's done nothing wrong. He's 4 from 6 in his career. He's beaten the first day in the bumper when he was very raw, and he's come on a lot since. Like, he started his hurdles campaign in March last year, then finished up in Fairley House winning a Grade 2 by 15 lengths where he romped home. I think he could have been a Bartlett type if he hadn't have been so raw and he had got him out a bit earlier, but he didn't quite. But look, he's won that Grade 2 over hurdles and then brought into this season where he started off over 2.5 miles at Fairley House, and in my opinion he was given a stinking ride by Paul Townend. He was just behind the lead and he ended up getting himself caught in behind 3-Card Bragg and Monty Star. He got penned in, and between 5 out to home, he got nothing but trouble. Every time Paul Townend tried to go on the inside of him, he was getting cut off. He was going on the outside, he was getting cut off. And then he ended up making the balls of the last fence, and he fell back a couple of lengths. And I think the lengths were exaggerated at the finish. I think if they were to race again, I'd no doubt he turned the form with 2nd and 3rd. Whether Corbett's Cross is probably too quick for him to beat him over that sort of distance. But if you're stepping up my trip, I'd be back in Nick Rockett against Corbett's Cross after seeing him the last day. He came on again, ran on New Year's Day, improved as many as Willie has from first to second run, and he bolted up, he scooted in, he jumped well, he came to the stand side and won hard on the bridle. He's not qualified yet, but I reckon he's going to run in the 3-mile race at Naas, where many of them get the qualifications, and if he's to win there, like, I see him as them being favourite for the National Hunt Chase. And at 14-1 now, I think it's the time to get on him. If he's to go and win that race, Patrick Mullins riding, Willie Mullins, he's going to be short. Like, I went and had a look, the last 4 rides, well, excluding 2020 because COVID on the Amateurs Road, the rides that Patrick Mullins has been on have been 10-11 favourite. Gaia Dumanil has won, Statler won at 2-1, and then Carefully Selected was pulled up at 10-11. So I think if you're on the Willie Mullins horse and Patrick, if you can get the right one, you're on to near enough having the horse at the top of the market. So it's going to be Nick Rockett at 14-1 in the National Hunt Chase.
Nice value there, Sean. Nice value. Do you think the race is going to cut up quite a bit this year, or do you think we're going to have a bit of a deeper renewal?
Yeah, look, I don't think you probably get 8 or 9 runners again, will you? I don't think it's going to be too big. Like, it depends on how Willie sorts his crew out, like whether some make the cut or not. If Embassy Gardens or that meeting of the Waters, I heard he was mentioned for us. So Willie has 2 or 3 at the moment. I'd say they'll sort themselves out between now and March.
I don't think he'll stay.
Nick Rockett, you don't think he'll stay?
I don't think he'll stay, Sean. Doesn't strike me as a fella.
I tell you what, I don't think is I don't think he's 14-1.
Oh, you scamming again?
What price is he?
What have you got?
Is this the price you got in December?
10-1.
10? No.
Yeah.
Is he? No, he could be. Didn't he back them like 2 days ago?
Like,
10-1
you look at
price
this on the 1st of January when he was 14-1. Or...
Let me come back to that one.
I'm going to it right now. I'll check her on the front of me.
I've got it. 10-1, lad. Sorry, Sean.
10, you absolute scam artist.
Okay, fair enough. Down to 10.
Well done, Tom.
6-1 with William Hill. No runner, no bet. Disgusting price, lads, isn't it? Okay.
The one he's there. I backed him on Monday. Was it Monday I put in the group chat?
What day is today?
He's 10s now. He's definitely he's pretty much 10s across the board now. Apart from William Hill, obviously with the nominal.
But look, Joe, he's being backed. That means he's the winner. I'm on the right one.
They're already on to him, Sean. They're on to him.
That just means you have more on Sean, doesn't it? The price comes in, the more Sean has on.
He's moving markets again, Tom.
Market mover, Sean. Right then, Tom, who do you fancy then? Who's your next selection in the book?
I've got one actually, I reckon.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm actually,
finally!
About time. It's only taken 10 selections.
Yeah, I'm struggling this year. I'd say every year that it gets better after Christmas. Before Christmas is hard. Like First one in Mascada for the Mares Chase 25s. Come on, lads.
That's still all right now, in fairness.
Yeah,
I like
that's still
Mascada.
alive.
Not when she runs in the champion chases, no.
If they run her in the championship, they need shooting.
Facile for the Archer because I had to put up 3 on the same day and I threw him in. Head loss, absolute head loss.
How are you still out? You all right, Sean? You over it yet?
No.
I'll stay out
Oh.
of this one. I'll stay out of this one, Sean.
That's the most honest thing Sean has said on this podcast. He's not over it.
Is it a good time just to have a swig of my Marine National cup of tea as well? Is it?
Oh.
I like it.
Yeah, so my horse is 25-1 in the Spud race, and it's Lecky Watson. I'm quite keen on this lad. Actually, I was looking through some of the races today, and he runs at Nace on Friday. It's getting tougher, guys, and it's getting tougher price wise. So
I thought this was the part where you said you picked good horses.
Yeah.
Fuck, you put up Lecky Watson for?
Oh dear.
Why am I putting up Lecky Watson?
This part. Do you want us to stop Curran and give you another one?
I can edit this out now if you want to change your mind.
There's still time, Tom. There is still time.
Yeah.
We don't have to go live now for another 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes.
This is the shit I have to put up with, Joe. You know how it is. So anyway, Lecky Watson 25-1. You know what that means, Sean? You put a euro on, you get 20.
You put a euro on and you're losing a euro. I can guarantee that.
Value or not return.
It's not 6-4 or 13-8. So, no, I'm quite keen on this lad. I think he's got a hell of a chance. Furthest wouldn't have been his track when he won his maiden hurdle by neck. He is the definition of a slow boat to China. He's ran in 5 bumpers. He didn't win one, but he managed to be second in a Christmas bumper. He actually did win one and then got demoted at Punchestown. He was second in the sales bumper at Fairyhouse, 4th in the champion bumper, and then 5th at Punchestown, where we all know where he was chilling out at Punchestown like the rest of us, having a few beers. But yeah, Cheltenham bumper run. The form of that is electric. The form of that bumper is a proper bumper. It's not like the bumper a couple of years ago that didn't work out too well. A few average horses in it. But this one looks absolutely.
That was a slow burner there. It took me a minute to cop onto that.
Form of that is shite. The form of the bumper last year looks electric. I'm really keen on him. He travelled into it. He got absolutely mullered when they all came together and Patrick came across him. If that didn't happen, he'd have been like literally a couple of lengths off winning, I think. He's come out then, as I say, furthest wouldn't have been his track on better ground. He's then ran at Navan where they've jogged around into the second last, and Slade Steele has just had a bit of a turn of foot after the last to get a couple of lengths ahead, and then he's closing all the way to the line. If there's one thing Lecky Watson definitely doesn't have is a turn of foot. He just gallops. But I think Cheltenham is suiting for that. I think Up and Triple is suiting for that. He's getting plenty of runs into him. He's had 2 runs already this season. He's getting another run on Friday. I wouldn't even be surprised.
That probably tells you, Tom. You know where he might be going?
Spud race. You need lots of experience.
There's a certain race on the Friday that you need lots of runs to get into.
What's that?
The last race of the festival.
Nah, definitely not quick enough. He's got Spud race written all over him. This lad, he's just a galloper. Second in a Grade 2 already. He's beaten Stella Story, which I know some people are putting up that Loch Lynn after he beat him at Limerick, but he beat Stella Story by further than that. I think 25-1 is a massive price. So yeah, I'm backing him actually.
All right, nice dark horse there from.
Look, in fairness, now it's not the worst.
There's no unfairness. That's up there now. That's
well, at least when Tom is going for an Ante-Post selection, he's going to Ireland and England. We've seen him run. He's not going for something that was ran in France that hasn't seen a hurdle yet.
In his defence, he's never too far away, lads, is he? I know he hasn't won one of these big races yet, but he's never too far away from the protagonist, is he?
I think the Spud race horse is running the same race as him on Friday.
Chapeau
Croke Park.
Yeah.
or Croke
Chapeau.
Park?
Love him.
No, don't know. I like Lecky White. I like that Cheltenham form. So
25 to 1 with Bet365, Coral and Ladbroke. So shall I add one to the book then, lad? Shall I?
Go first.
Well, bring one in for the first show. I quite fancy Kargese, another runner for the Triumphs. I'm taking you on here, Andrew, but she's quite a nice filly, and it could just be that a year after Kenny Alexander no longer has Honeysuckle, he could now have another special mare on his hands in Kargese. Now, she split Carla Conti and Burnrig. I think that form's pretty decent considering they're both graded animals already. And what I quite liked about the performance is that she had to go wide for the majority of the way round. And at the same time, she was still the last off the bridle as well on her first start over here. So I just think there's plenty of improvement to come on that race. I think if she isn't so keen next time out, she could probably put 10 lengths on that performance. And I think by that point in time, she'll be too good to run in possibly the Boodle. So Kargese at 14 to 1, for the Triumph Hurdle will do for me.
Yeah, she reminds me a lot of Gallimar Sojo. I think she'll grow up as the season goes on. She looks to have a lot of talent now. You don't see horses pull for 2 miles around Leopardstown and finish that close. So I'd say she's the start.
She was keen as well and last off the bridle. So she's obviously got a decent engine and a big cruising speed too.
Yeah, you'd hope as the season goes on, she screws on a little bit and settles down, and she could be.
That's the thing. She's probably a decent value poke on the basis she's going to get cut after her next run. You can sort of look at it like try to be a little bit smart there, but that's probably going to be the case for her. I think she'll win next time out. And 14 to 1, pretty decent value. I am happy to take that one for now.
She not turn up at Leopardstown.
Is she turning up at the DRF?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I think she before
the Triumph trial, as we've called it.
She has to go try. She'll be too good for the Boodles, won't she? And I'm pretty sure she'll have a pretty decent mark after this time as well.
Shame she won't get her arse handed to her by Stormheart.
Oh God! Well,
that'd be actually a good race now that I think about it. 3 or 4 in that, isn't that?
Sure, Bunton will have to go for that, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Bunton, Kargese. There's a couple of Stormhearts, a couple of them there.
Are we going to see Madgeborough? Are we going to see Madgeborough anytime soon? Does anyone know?
Yeah, I think that's what they said. I think they said DRF or wait till next year. So
be nice to see him if so. I think they're holding Salvatore Mundy back, aren't they? But anyway, okay. So there's the 4 selections. We've got Stormheart at 7 to 1 for Andrew, Nick Rockett at 10 to 1 for Sean, Lecky Watson at 25 to 1 for Tom, and Kargese at 14 to 1 for the Triumph Hurdle for me. And boys, that is a wrap. Please do like and subscribe to the channel as well. Drop us a comment with your best selections. And boys, we will see you all real soon.
Hello all. Working away here, but I told Andrew I'd keep going with the Ante-Post videos, and the lads have put up a selection. Thanks to Ginger Joe actually for stepping in my absence. I'm very busy doing a few other things, but I'll pop in here for people that have been following the Ante-Post videos and give a selection each week until I'm back. I've a vague idea what the lads put up. I was talking to Andrew, and I know they're probably mentioned this horse in the podcast that I'm going to put up this week, and I have most weeks been smart about my selections. Didn't want to take too many chances. I took a chance on Illa and Antique in the Ballymore. That looks like the right call. Hopefully I will see tomorrow. And I'm going to take a chance today on a mare that I really liked. I've been waiting to put her in. I think she's going to go for the Brown Advisory Novice Chase. I think it's a very open race without Caleb Warrior. I'd take on all the head in the market, and it's Apple away. She's entered the weekend in the Cheltenham, I think, against the likes of Grey Dawning. I think she's good enough to compete at that level. She kept progressing last year as the year went on, culminating in that Grade 1 at the Aintree Festival. A lot of good horses behind, really strong form. I have to say I was disappointed the first day with her, but she looked way better the last day in a fairly substandard race. But she could do nothing but win. I think pop her out handy, heavy ground, 3 miles. I think she's very slow, so 3 miles suits her. And Appleway, best price 20 to 1. Odds checker there. Hopefully she does business the weekend, and it's cut.